Hey guys, I'm John with Hops and Brews, and I think we should talk about April. So, April. As some of you probably know, I did a whole month of non-alcoholic beverages. Beers, cocktails, imported beers, trying to find the best of the best. Even a champagne I found. I wanted to talk to you about, well, what I found out. First, I do have to say, this is the third time I'm shooting this video. Unfortunately, I do like to do something big and extravagant, and both of those times they didn't turn out. And I'm now at the third time, and the effort is kind of weighing on me, and I'm just like, you know what, I'd like to get this content out. So unfortunately, there is not going to be some grand video at the end like I did last year. Both of those just didn't turn out, and so I'm not going to go for a third time buying even more beer to shower and bathe myself in. If you were one of the lucky few 5 that got to see it, well, you got to see one of them. Cheers for you guys. Boy, was that a fun May 1st. But what I would like to talk to you about is at least the content that I did try to put out. The findings, the things I did and felt throughout that month. So let's go ahead and go through that. Why do a non-alcoholic month anyways? Well, I wanted to see if I could find the best non-alcoholic beer out there. And to really do that, I thought there's no way I could be drinking my regular beers and then just, reviewing non-alcoholic beers to find the best, because, well, let's be honest, they probably won't stack up to regular craft beer. So I thought, I'm gonna have to just go all in and go cold turkey. And then I thought, that's actually probably a pretty good idea, because a lot of people in situations have to do that. It could be health reasons, it could be pregnancies, it could be a lot of different scenarios where people have to go cold turkey to non-alcoholics. And honestly, I haven't seen a whole lot of reviews on non-alcoholic stuff. So I wanted to give it a shot. What were some of the surprising things you found? I think one of the most surprising things I saw was actually, I took a look and the variety. I remember growing up and basically only seeing O'Doul's as the only non-alcoholic option in my local grocery store. Now I can go to one of them and there's about 4 or 5 non-alcoholic options just in domestic alone. And if I go to a local bottle shop, there's almost a whole aisle dedicated to non-alcoholic beers. And honestly, it's really easy to get non-alcoholic beers because you can have them shipped to you from almost anywhere in the nation, because, well, there's no issue shipping non-alcoholic beers. So, yeah. I think that's kind of what made this year a lot easier than last year when I tried to find the low-calorie options, is I couldn't have them shipped to me. So I was stuck with whatever was local to me. So how bad was it switching from alcoholic to non-alcoholic? It really wasn't bad as I was thinking. Last year I did that under 100 calorie month, and during that I only allowed myself to have 2 a day because the calorie count was the same as having a single regular beer. And this, because I found a lot of them that are either 10 calories to 50 calories, I was able to drink a lot more and still be under the calorie count as I was in the low calorie month episodes. I never really felt like I needed something other to drink that's not water or juice. I always had options, and so that made it, I think, a lot easier. So was there something about non-alcoholic beer you didn't know and found out? Yeah, actually I found something kind of funny out. Was that last year when I did my 100 calorie one, that all my friends were posting that they were drinking these really big beers all month long. It was, I don't know if it was like to balance out the amount that I had or to really make me jealous. But anyways, I really wanted to find something that I could do that they couldn't do. So I actually was able to look up state laws and found out it is completely legal for me to drink my 0 proof beer while I was driving. And I can also have it while I was at work. So I was able to have a beer while driving to work. I was able to have a beer during lunch. I was able to have a beer while driving home from work. And I was able to have a beer while having dinner. Now, I only did this with my 0 proof alcohol, none of this 0.05. Every state technically has a different law. So if you're going to try to do that, make sure it's absolutely 0, not just non-alcoholic, 0. Now, did you see or feel any changes? Yeah, I really didn't do it for the whole lose weight type of a thing. I did start back up my morning routines of doing some kind of a workout, but I basically kept the exact same diet. And I did that because I do know there are people out there who are trying to work out and be athletic or are in sports and need to drink non-alcoholic. So I wanted to get that feeling in there of, can I be physical and be fine drinking these non-alcoholic beers? Do they really not do anything? And to my recollection, when I was working out and doing the low calorie one, or just compared to drinking regular beers, I did recover faster. I didn't feel as bad when I was drinking even a little bit of alcohol. And the nice part is that I was able to mow my lawn, do farm work, basic chores around the house, drink non-alcoholic beer, and wake up the next day and I was fine. So, yeah. And so, do you have any plans to keep any non-alcoholic beers in your beer fridge? Actually, I probably will. I was really surprised at that. There are some that I kind of liked and tasted pretty good. And in all honesty, they're really good thirst quenchers. So when I'm working outside and I want something to drink, I could drink a lot of these. And it's probably a lot better drinking these while wielding a chainsaw than drinking 2 Imperial IPAs. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm probably gonna have an Imperial IPA after I'm done. But during that, I'll probably just have some non-alcoholics because I can really just chug those down. And again, like I said, it's low calorie too. And it's pretty much no different tasting than a lager. So, and I found some pretty good IPAs or Gozas. So I'll probably have that. Also, surprisingly, my son really loves tasting my beers. And now if I drink one of those and leave them around the house, I don't really have to worry that if he goes and sneaks a couple sips in about it, because, well, I was like, yeah, go ahead. It's absolutely 0 alcohol. You're just drinking malt water. So I do like that aspect of it. But I don't think I'll probably keep quite as many as I did have in my fridge. Maybe like a 6-pack. So at the end of the month, did you do anything special to celebrate? So yes, I did do something special. In fact, I did do 2 things, something special. Both of them the first one, the angle of the shot was just really bad. I thought it was a really good concept. It just didn't quite turn out how I wanted it to be. What it was I filled up a kiddie pool full of beer. It was about 10 gallons. Then I filled up one of those portable camping showers to hang right above it full of beer. And I kind of went in like tank top and flip-flops and swimming shorts, kind of all rednecky. And just the stroke of midnight, dove right into that pool and took a beer shower and was just chugging beer. Oh, and I also had this tall champagne glass full of beer and had this huge long straw and was sipping out of it while I was doing that. And I live streamed it, and the angle that I was shooting at just didn't look good, and it was pouring down rain that night, so the audio was horrible. I did it in my patio, which has this plastic top on it, so it was just, that ding 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 ding. And it was just like, oh, this is totally unusable. That was bad. So then I tried to shoot this portion of the video a second time to where I was doing questions, and I tried to do it where I was interviewing myself, kind of a split screen aspect. So I noticed that I did the wrong settings on my camera and the shutter speed was off, so I was getting these lines and it was just a waste of time. So you could like totally see where the seam was and everything, and yeah, it was just a horrible waste of time. I then took the remaining beer that I had and took a physical shower with it. That didn't turn out too well because it was too wide of a shot. It just, nothing turned out well. I also made my bathroom smell, and my wife was not too appreciative of it, and I had to stay up really late to do it, which then made me really tired the next day. And yeah, so I thought, just want to get this out. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I do highly recommend checking some of these places out. Honestly, there were some really big surprising beers. I think I even showed some people that there might be something special about some non-alcoholic beer out there. Some of them you're paying a premium for and they taste great, some don't. But some of the cheap domestic ones, I will say they do take a little bit to get used to. It took me about 5 to 6 days to get used to it, but man, once I hit like a really hot day or a work day and I had to pound through a few of them, they were great. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave you there, and I will see you with the next beer review, guys. Cheers. Hey guys, if you like this video, remember hit like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. The links will be at the very bottom of the description. This was a bit kind of a different video. Did you like it? Did you like last month, all the non-alcoholic stuff? Do you think I should do another month focusing on something? Let me know in comments below. Any questions you would like me to answer about what I didn't? Were there any questions that I didn't hit that you would like to know about my non-alcoholic month? Let me know in the comments below. I will answer them. See you guys.